crusade now are the denizens of New Avalon. I'll set the fire starters and necromancers upon Havenshire immediately. You will carry my report to the High Lord. Plated Saronite bracers. Prince Palnai hands you a sealed scroll. This is the full report of our victory at Death's Breach. You deliver this to High Lord Morgaine inside Arcturus. I have made sure to include your heroics in the report. Morgaine will undoubtedly reward you greatly for this victory, Ganith. Now go. It's sealed. Well, we did get these bracers already. And they are a good upgrade, though they are lacking in haste. I think that's a portal only, like, if you visit back here later on. Or something. Maybe you still need the griffins. I'm not sure. I wonder. I haven't got a new thing yet. Do wonder when we get it. Maybe it's from a quest. Not sure.
Ours is not a question, only to act.
And he also has a corrupted Ashbringer right now. In the past, you used to be able to get that. I don't remember how, but you used to be able to get the weapon. And if you brought it to the Scarlet Monastery, they would all bow before you. But if you encountered one particular guy, he was like the hidden enemy. It was like behind. If you pull a lever, you'd find the guy there. His father's ghost, like the original Ashbringer, or so. I remember it was like some ghost associated with the Ashbringer would appear, and then execute the guy after having a bit of a talk with him. If you wanted to see this or at least read it, look up a WoW wiki. They might have a video of it, but they definitely do have a entry on it. If they don't, Wowpedia might. Wellhead probably does. YouTube would have a video, but again, you'll have to do a bit of searching for it. So, have fun. I was certain you wouldn't make it back in one piece. Back here in one piece that night. Perhaps there's more to you than I first surmised. High Lord Morgaine reads over the entire. Oh, sorry. I was distracted there for a second, so I started scattering, like reading two lines together. High Lord Morgaine reads over the report. The entire Scarlet Fleet. High Lord Morgaine nods. Such power, Ganith. I've not seen such a display of domination in years, since my father wielded. High Lord Morgaine shakes his head. It is not important. Yes, your commendation. At least I forget. Oh, and the ribbon there is gone. It is the will of the Lich King that drives us onward, Ganith. None are more aware of this than Dead Knights. Our very existence is intrinsically tied to his consciousness. Sure, you've heard him speak to you, invading your thoughts. Can you hear him now? Perhaps it is too early for you. Morgaine closes his eyes and nods to an unseen host. Yes, my lord, it will be done. Ganith, you are to report to Death's Breach. Return to Death's Breach and report to Prince Palnai. The Lich King commands it.
The might of the Scourge will not be trapped.
I'm still puzzled as to when we get this. Might be a level thing. Requires rune force. It doesn't say when we get it. It's annoying me. That did say for a moment there down at the bottom, taxi to Death's Breach. I'm just imagining you just, stereotypical New York taxi down to, the Scourge encampment. Funny image. Just imagining like something. At least what I'm thinking is like a thick Boston accent on the guy. Completely unfazed by the army of dead he's just walking into. Salnar the Horseman. Look at what you've done, Dead Knight. You've brought glory to the Scourge. And there's Gorik the Harvester down there. Random horses standing in the field. I presume the elite. Oh, a few bows were dropped. I presume the elite down there is gone. Sadly, we don't get to see him turned. And that is a cool banner. Havenshire is ours. 1,000 corpses litter the ground, patiently waiting rebirth. We strike now at our enemy with the awakened strength of the Scourge. 1,000 corpses litter the ground, patiently awaiting rebirth. We strike now at our enemy with the awakened strength of the Scourge. I know, it feels like I'm after saying Scourge twice there. Even though I haven't. The ghouls have already begun their assault upon New Avalon. Our forces have moved in behind them and taken the Crypt of Remembrance. Complete quest. The attacks upon the gates of our last... the attacks upon the gates of the last Scarlet Bastion have begun. Excuse me. Our ghouls are wearing the Crusaders... Our ghouls are wearing the Crusades' front lines down, while we labour to fortify our new forward base, the Crypt of Remembrance. Venture south to the crypt, which borders New Avalon, and report to my dear brother, Prince Kelset. He'll be expecting you. Prepare yourself, Ganith, for you're about to witness the next stage of Scourge warfare, domination. Ride now, Dead Knight. And you know what? Yes, let's follow his order and ride. Though technically I could break out random motherfucking dragon. Even the Draconic Native Association tests, proved inconclusive in determining if the albino drake is related to a known dragon fight, and its, DNA, Draconic Native Association. Ooh, let's see what he's saying. The sky itself feeds upon the suffering of the conquered. The Scarlet Crusade is powerless to stop us. The corpses of those that try only serve to feed our expanding host. The Scarlet Fleet lies in ruin upon the sundered coast. Open your eyes, brothers and sisters. Gaze upon the apocalypse. With each enemy slain, our strength grows. We mustn't relent. The Lich King has spoken to each of you. Let his words resonate among you once more. All must die. Leave no mercies in your wake, brothers and sisters. No mercy for the weak. Terror, chaos, destruction. With the approaching darkness comes the end of the Scarlet Crusade. You will battle once more. For the Scourge. For the Lich King. Suffer well, Dead Knights. The randomly appearing and disappearing swords is just so weird. And here's another Dark Rider of Arcturus. Well, two of them actually. Well, sorry about killing your brother. Yeah, bit awkward. Gluttonous Geist. Guy dead. Guy dead on his horse. That's an interesting position. Oh, cool. They've just turned all these horses into death chargers. Even the smaller ones. Aww. There's a necromancer just staring at a guy lying on top of his dead on top of his horse. All the dogs that are here are now Scourge plague hounds. That's interesting. They look cool. But there's never really any information to what the... Like, we see how they made the horses, you know? They're brought to the Shrouded Realm, killed and raised. What about the plague hounds? Noth, the Plague Bringer. Another Naxxramas boss. Noth, where's Hagen? Never say that name around me. Consider this your one and only warning. That no good kiss-up is probably practicing his ballet in his chambers. That's a nod to how you deal with one of the Naxxramas' bosses. The way people joke that there's a dance to it. He will start erupting plague out of the ground at different points. At different points in his fight, he starts erupting plague out of the ground, and there's meant to be a dance to avoiding it. That's what people call it. And so that's a nod to.
We are done here. We will have our...
How dare you? Get out of my sight. I can tell you where he's not.
Another time.
He has a few things to say here. I don't know if... I can't care anymore. It may look like an ordinary pumpkin patch now. Once the plague cauldron is placed, it'll become a source of disease, rot, and plague. Look at this pumpkin patch. Notice anything missing? Of course you don't, because you're a moron. Your brain was probably the first thing to die. I've been commanded to put together a plague cauldron. You will help me. Directly inside the gate of New Avalon is the inn. It's at the inn, steal an empty cauldron, then go to the forge and also near the gate, and steal some iron chains. Bring those back to me along with 10 Crusader skulls. Do I need to tell you where to get those too? Yeah. Ah. Nice. Oh, and here's a Crypt Guardian. But that is a really cool banner. I really like it. Cool design. Wouldn't mind having that on, you know, t-shirt or, you know, actually having a poster of it. Wonder if there is one that's, you know, is such a thing. Phineas just standing up here. I can get some random bits of food if I want. Don't know how he has cleft hoof ribs. Just checking here to see if there's anything of note. Because, well, I was finding those books there earlier, and I'm just wondering if there's anything else here. Don't see anything. Crusaders. Rivender shakes his head. I'm convinced that they are a unique lot amongst the humans. Materials that they lack higher brain function, unable to logically assess a situation and calculate an outcome. One only has to make mention of the light to get them frotting and battle ready, at which point they'll rush headlong into any engagement with complete disregard for their own well-being. Oh yes, there's a shocking lack of individuality here, alright. Hail, Dead Knight. I am the Blood Lord, Kesset, ruler of the southeastern reaches of Northrend. The Lich King has sought to utilize my talents in ending this mortal affront to the Scourge. As with all things the Lich King asks of me, I'm happy to oblige. Of course, a sea of endless souls to sate my thirst certainly sweetened the deal, don't you think? Of course, a sea of endless souls to sate my thirst certainly sweetened the deal, don't you think? Yeah, sorry, for a moment I thought I read it wrong. Nothing less than total domination will suffice, Ganith. To that end, a few hundred mindless schools assaulting the front gate of Avalon will not do. We must dispose of the inner sanctum, and we must infiltrate the inner sanctum and dispose of their officials. It must be shown that no one can escape the Scourge's grasp. Make your way to the new Avalon town, southwest of here, and assassinate the mayor. Search the building for the new Avalon registry and bring it to me. Most humans would have fled this moment the Scourge Necropolis took up residence in their airspace. Not the Scourge Crusade. Must confess, I rather enjoy our exchanges with the Crusade. Through the years, the Scourge battles against them have resulted in several of the most tragic events in human history. Yet here we stand, again, locked in battle. We shan't deny them the pleasures of eternal servitude to the Lich King. Enter New Avalon and fulfill their death wish. Leave no survivors. Ooh, I like this music. I'm not sure if the boom is in-game music or if someone just set off fireworks. Let me take off my headset. No, I think someone set off fireworks. I hear a dog barking in the distance. Here's the mount. Also, look at this sheer amount of Scarlet Ghouls. Even though they're like 10 levels low, that's enough to overwhelm most people. And there's also some Scarlet Griffins. Scourge Griffins, sorry. Lambs to the slaughter. That guy had a straight up monocle. I got some Crusader skulls from the citizens. We're not really picky, are we?
I need to get closer.
The Dead Knight reverb is makes the already gruff voice of the Worgen. It kind of emphasizes it. No.
It's too far away.
You're not welcome in these lands, monster. Okay, kill it. My minions won't be too relevant until let the purging begin. They won't be too relevant until I start actually meeting enemies that are somewhat of a challenge. Like, that can take a hit, you know? Oh, baby.
I need to get closer.
For some reason, his name doesn't appear. I want on that last ship. Don't leave us. You promised us safety, security. Quimby! You're useless, Quimby. This is a slap in the face. We demand answers. So much for the Scarlet Paradise. Next Ramos is gone? Who cares? Arcus is here now, and the Dead Knights are killing everyone. I don't even know what it's called. Where are those ships going, Quimby? Tell us the truth. If you don't come out, we're tearing this place apart. Everybody's dying. Help us. We're done for. Save us, Quimby. Normalize Quimby. We want answers. Outbreak. Running in fear, spreading the plague. Beautiful. Now, we wait them to die. Oh, random crusader among them. That was beautiful. That was simply beautiful. Huh. Didn't actually loot some of these, you know, with the AoE looting. Mine-suiting bauble. A tiny maze of graves lines covered the surface of the gem. Moon Crescent Echoes. Fine dining for the finest. Hate Club membership card. I think they may drop some other things. I'm too young to die. Oh yes. Regrettably, I was a bit late and spreading, so a few have just ran over here rather than catch the plague and die. Oh, they're leeching? Get the plague now. Beautiful. Finally, anointed. Well, sorry, ritually appointed pipe. Alright. I was hoping for more, you know, random mail or whatnot. Scar Crusader. How's a dramatic noise? So there's a book you could get in here. But then again, maybe I'm thinking of, you know, like the turn the other cheek and all that. Maybe I'm thinking of that stuff. And thinking that it's it was something unique to hear. For some reason, their names don't pop up in the distance. I think maybe it's only quest targets. Yeah, I think I've rigged up to only show them at the distance. That's what I'm used to. New Avalon Councilman. Another Councilman. Here's Mayor Quimby, who has a relatively unique model. I don't know if I've seen anyone else like him. Plague. Let's drag it out. Well, as much as I can with minions sicked on him. Here's the Avalon Registry. You know the books that are around here. It may be possible to see them again in the future, but I'm not sure. Certainly anything from the Scarlets you can't get again. Coming back here on any character, even a Dead Knight, will just show the end of the Dead Knight quest chain. You can't fight the Scarlets another time. After, you know, if you're a Dead Knight, you can't fight the Scarlets again or anything like that. So yeah. But the other journal, the other entries and whatnot, mightn't be like that. You might be able to. Night Sky Armor. I've never seen that before. Oh, nice. You ran in here and spread the plague. That is beautiful. They promised us we'll be safe. Oh, they lied. And hit 3. I'm really digging this whole plague spreading thing. I got Jay's Rint Pauldrons of the Owl. Wait. 8 intelligence, 8 versatility. I feel like they're missing out on a green item. That woman's dress is red, so it makes her end up looking like a puddle on the floor. Bloody puddle on the floor. Whoa. Scarlet Lord Jasria McCree.